Attention passionate Dallas Cowboys fans. Latest news. Something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run. A power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, you know how much we love to stay ahead of the curve when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. And this time, the buzz in NFL circles is louder than ever. Just imagine a scenario where one of the most dominant pass rushers in the league might be on the move. And it's not just speculation. It's coming from some pretty credible sources, including Diana Rossini. The Raiders, at 2-5, are looking to shake things up. And apparently, they're open to trading Max Crosby, a player who's been a cornerstone of their defense since he was drafted in 2019. The interesting part is that the Raiders are considering trading Crosby for a first-round pick in 2026 from the Cowboys, who have been aggressively rebuilding their roster and looking to add more firepower on defense. Now, think about this for a second. The Raiders, with their current $18 million in cap space, are in a bit of a rebuild mode. They want to prioritize young talent and set the stage for a future that doesn't necessarily include immediate Super Bowl contention. Their new head coach, Antonio Pierce, is focused on developing a team with a long-term vision, and that's why they're exploring options like trading away Crosby, who, despite his age, he's 28 now, remains one of the most effective edge rushers in the league. But here's the thing. The Raiders are cautious about extending Crosby long-term because their defense, currently ranked 27th in points allowed at 26.4 points per game, desperately needs help. Their pass rush is lacking, and their secondary, ranked 26th in EPA per pass, needs upgrades too. So, the idea of trading Crosby, who could bring a valuable first-round pick, makes some strategic sense for them. On the other side, the Dallas Cowboys, with over $31 million in cap space, are looking to capitalize on this opportunity. They see Crosby not just as a one-dimensional pass rusher but as a potential partner for Micah Parsons in their front four, creating a nightmare for quarterbacks in the NFC. Parsons, already with 7 sacks this season and a 22% win rate, has been a force, but pairing him with Crosby could elevate their pass rush to elite status. Crosby's stats are impressive. He's a Pro Bowler from 2021 to 2024, with 68 sacks, 138 QB hits, and maintaining a PFF pass rush grade around 92.6 overall. In 2025, through Week 7, the numbers are even more eye-catching. 5 sacks, 26 pressures, and a 26% win rate. What's more, Crosby's stamina is remarkable, playing 94% of the snaps, which compares favorably to many of the league's top edge rushers. His health has been solid in 2025, after returning from an ankle injury last year, and he's projected to surpass 18 sacks if he stays healthy, well above his career average of 13.6 sacks per season. This potential trade isn't just about adding a star. It's about transforming the Cowboys' entire defensive identity. With Crosby, they can double-team Micah Parsons more often, which opens up even more opportunities for Lawrence and Odighizuwa. The Cowboys' defense, currently ranked 20th in pressure rate at 2.8 sacks per game, could see a significant boost. Adding Crosby would elevate their ability to collapse pockets, force turnovers, and ultimately make life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. Think about how this impacts their game plan. Doubling down on pass rush, creating chaos, and making the Cowboys a nightmare to face late in the season and in the playoffs. This move could push their defense into the top 5, allowing them to allow just around 19 points per game, a number that could make them real contenders. And let's not forget, if Crosby does join Dallas, the odds to win the Super Bowl will soar. Right now, the Cowboys are considered underdogs with +8,000 odds, but this move could push them to around +3,000, making them one of the favorites in the NFC. The pass rush is often the X factor in the postseason, and Crosby's proven clutch ability, especially in the playoffs, where he's tallied 4 sacks in his postseason career, could be a game-changer in Dallas. His knack for destroying offensive tackles, especially in big moments, reminds many of the legendary runs of pass rushers like Von Miller in Super Bowl 50. Imagine Crosby, Parsons, and Lawrence wreaking havoc on the opposing offensive lines, especially in cold, tough environments like Dallas in January. That could be the recipe for a deep playoff run and a real shot at not just reaching the Super Bowl, but winning it. Now, looking at the big picture, this potential trade signals a shift not just for the Cowboys but for the entire NFC. The division rivals like the Eagles, with Jalen Hurts and their mobile quarterback play, will have to adjust to a Dallas defense that's now more explosive and disruptive. The Cowboys have also been improving their external pressure against mobile quarterbacks, with Odighizuwa providing a significant boost. His PFF grade of 85.4 and his ability to collapse pockets add another layer of complexity for quarterbacks like Hurts. This is exactly the kind of strategic move that could turn the Cowboys into a true powerhouse, especially if Crosby's health holds up and he continues to produce at this high level. Let's talk a little about the bigger implications. The NFC East has always been a physical division, with teams that pride themselves on toughness, run stopping, and stifling defenses. Adding Crosby would only reinforce Dallas's identity as a team built on a relentless pass rush and stout defense. The rivalry with the Eagles, in particular, would heat up even more. Imagine a scenario where Crosby, Parsons, and Lawrence are all firing on all cylinders. Quarterbacks like Hurts or even Daniel Jones would face constant pressure, making it nearly impossible to execute their game plans effectively. It's a game changer, no doubt about it. And for the Cowboys, it's about more than just the immediate season. It's about setting up a defense that can sustain success over multiple years. Parsons, with his explosiveness and versatility, is already a future Hall of Famer in the making. Pairing him with Crosby's experience, production, and leadership gives Dallas a foundation for a defensive dynasty. This is a team that has already shown flashes of greatness this season, but with an added elite pass rusher, they could elevate even further, becoming the kind of squad that's feared across the league. Now, let's consider the timeline. The trade deadline is approaching fast, November 4th, and the NFL world is watching closely. The Cowboys have the cap space, the draft capital, and a clear desire to bolster their pass rush. Crosby, with his proven track record and age, fits perfectly into that puzzle. The Raiders, on the other hand, are in a tough spot. They're 2-5, struggling on defense, and need to rebuild. Moving Crosby for the future makes strategic sense for them, especially if they're aiming for a total reset, possibly with a focus on youth and cap flexibility. And here's the kicker. If this trade happens, it's not just about the immediate boost for Dallas. It's about sending a message across the league that the Cowboys are serious contenders, that they're willing to make bold moves to win now. The NFL is a league of adjustments, And those who adapt fastest are the ones who come out on top. Dallas, with their talented roster and now possibly adding Crosby, could be the team to watch as the postseason approaches. That's what makes this story so compelling. An aging star, a team in win-now mode, and a division full of fierce competitors all watching closely, knowing that a single move could reshape the NFC landscape. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Crosby would be the perfect addition to our defense? How much do you believe it could elevate us in the playoffs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news, analysis, and inside scoops. We're in this together, and it's an exciting time to be a Cowboys fan. Let's keep the passion alive, keep the conversation going, and see how this story unfolds in the coming days. Thanks for being here, and as always, go Cowboys!